The Art of Time Management, written by Bodo Schafer, narrated by Troy W. Hudson. Chapter 1. Hello, I'm Bodo Schafer. We're going to talk about issues that are probably very important for you. You've probably already wondered, how can you do so much in such a short life? You probably have so many plans, so many dreams and goals that you keep asking yourself the question, how will I be able to keep up with it? Second question, have you ever felt that time passes unnoticed? Have you ever felt that you planned a lot but failed to bring all of those things into action? And one more question, why do some people get so much more done than others? For example, Richard Branson. How was he able to manage 220 companies and run all of them at the same time? How can you effortlessly turn your intentions into action, although discipline is not your strongest point? Where do you find the courage to make those decisive steps? And how do you manage not to veer off the chosen course? And here is still a number of issues connected with the subject of time. How can you constantly shape your confidence? How can you live in harmony with your values? How can you devote time to all areas of life, to health, relationships, family, finances, emotions, work, your pursuit of life meaning, and spiritual life? How can you be sure that you remain grateful, but at the same time ambitious and purposeful? How can you constantly keep in mind your great dreams and plans of your life without wasting time? And how can you learn from your own mistakes? People who come to my seminars always ask me, Mr. Schafer, how do you find time to do what you do? Writing a new book takes 2 or 3 hours every day. Conducting seminars more than 100 days a year, to say nothing about managing 6 companies. How can you do this and still manage to meditate, spend time with your family, find 2 hours a day for sport, and dedicate 2 to 3 hours a day to reading? Thinking about why I have enough time to do what I want, I come to the following conclusion. All of the traditional life planning tools are time tools which help us to fill the day better, to do more, but they're not spatial tools. We don't think too much about where to go and what we want to achieve in life. I think we need both, a compass and a clock. It doesn't make sense to save minutes if we lose years, right? Let me explain it more precisely. When I looked for a planning tool that would not only help me to organize time, but would also guide me as a compass, I could not find it. From this moment, I'd like to talk about the skill to manage your own time rather than time management. Time management, like management in general, means that we agree to work with what we have, that is, to organize what already exists. Leadership. Leadership is much more than that. In leadership, we create the circumstances we need. The skill of time management is a skill of leading your life the way you want it. Our life becomes a script that we constantly write on our own. I thought about managing our time skillfully, but could not find any planner that would meet my requirements. That's why I've created my own tool, Chance Planning. I use this tool in my own life. In other words, chance planning is the answer to the question of all seminar participants concerning my ability to manage everything. Chapter 2. Let me tell you about what awaits you in this course. In the first part, I'd like to talk about the skill of managing your time. I want to make you feel what really the skill of time leading means. In the second part, I'll give you a specific game plan and show you how you can really plan chances and effortlessly achieve all of your goals and use your time exactly as you want it. Have you ever thought about how many years we spend on any particular activity? It's known that we spend 27 years sleeping, 10.5 years working, 8.5 years going from one place to another, 7.6 years watching TV, 5.5 years eating, 2.8 being sick, 2 smoking, if you smoke, 2.3 years reading, 2.2 years attending school, 1.5 years taking care of our bodies, 1.5 years doing nothing, 1 year playing, 0.8 year making purchases, 0.2 year doing sports, 0.2 having sex. Based on the foregoing, I started thinking about how to use my time more efficiently. The results of these reflections made me realize that a number of our actions can be easily
Sample complete. Ready to continue?